How would you like your customers to think of you almost every day for the next 3 months, costing you $0? Not something weird. This is something free. Hi, I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach, also painting contractor up here in Massachusetts. We're always looking for that little nugget that's going to make you different than everybody else. Well, sometimes it's hard, but if you can give something to the customers, cost you $0 to make and to get into their hands, and they're going to leave it around and see your name all the time looking at it. Anyways, what I want to talk about is a newsletter. I know you're saying, nah, I don't have time to do a newsletter. I'm not very good at writing the newsletters, the different articles. What do I put in it? I'm gonna fix all that right now. Something very, very easy. Well, first of all, to get it to the customers, from you to them, there's two services that are pretty well known, and it's free up to a certain number of email addresses, and I believe the amounts in the thousands anyways. So it's Constant Contact and MailChimp. I personally use MailChimp just so I felt comfortable with it. Both of these have easy to use templates, so you can actually choose different ones you want to work with. We're going to use a really basic one. I want to show you what the newsletter will look like, so you're not going to confuse any of the customers, and so they're going to want to look at it because it's easy to read. So what are we going to put on that? So we're going to actually make a calendar of events for the local area. You know, a lot of times there's events happening that people don't realize that they're happening. I know it happens to me. I'll say, oh, I wish I knew about that in town. So what you want to do is you want to look at some of the local calendars. So, you know, block yourself out, a jam session as we call it in DYB world. Block out an hour of your time and really dig into the local calendars and what kind of calendars you should be looking at. Well, what we find is the city calendar. Nobody goes to the city websites unless you want to find out how to get a permit on something. They have, I know in our town, a pretty extensive calendar of events that is happening. Everything I know in the fishing derbies going on and things like that. So what you want to do is start putting all those calendar events together on a piece of paper. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So you want to know is, imagine this. Imagine a family with a couple kids at home. You know, what are we going to do this weekend? And they have that calendar. And so there's a fishing derby here. Oh, there's fireworks. Oh, junior, or when is the local junior prom? If you have all that on it, they might not have kids on it, but they might have friends who have kids on it. I know recently in Facebook I saw someone had posted their kid's junior prom or one of those, and someone else commented underneath, I totally forgot about it. Well, if they're on yours and they actually save the calendar, they're going to have that in front of them. So go to the town, find out all those odd things and fun things going on, and list those in your calendar. Secondly, I know the school set calendar in our town doesn't talk to the town calendar. So there's some other things on the school calendar. In fact, one of the things we post is report card day. I don't know if the kids like that, but the parents who may be not on top of things know when this thing's coming out. Youth sports. You know, youth sports, you could fill 3 calendars with amount of youth sports. But maybe you pick out the opening game when baseball season kicks off, the youth sports. Maybe when you just post in the fall the football games, because there's only one a week then, and where it is and what time it is, things like that, so you can look forward. Church events. I know we have quite a few churches in our town. We live here, but there's a couple prominent churches that have some pretty extensive calendars online that you can look at and you can see when things are going on. We're not posting the board of directors meeting or something like that. We're posting the different things that are coming up on the calendar. Also, Facebook events. Go to the local town and key in Facebook events. Look at the events that are happening in town. Could be election day. Those things you want to post on there. There's other things. I know the local orchard that I'm fairly friends with, they have a barbecue cook-off down there. When they're ice cream stands, they have a famous ice cream stand that serves delicious Gifford's ice cream, and they post there when their ice cream stand's going to open. You want to post those things on the calendar. Also, the beach concerts. I'm about a half hour from the beach. I know some of you are other places near lakes or you have a big community events. Well, down at the beach, they have a weekly series of concerts, and some of the people that are happening in those, playing at those concerts it's free. Those concerts are also free, and you always have that maybe someone who's like the Beatles or something of old school hip hop or something that they want people follow them. Post those in your calendar. And then also, Just recently, we worked at an amusement park, grand opening, and also they have Halloween, and they have some half-price days sometimes, and you can also post their specials when they have a special on there. So if you look ahead and do a little creative research, you'll end up with anywhere from 20 to 50 different calendar events for the next 3 months. So what do you want to do with that? Well, you don't want to end up making it a giant advertising for your painting company. So what you want to do is keep it very basic. If you look at the templates on the two I talked to you about, as Constant Contact and MailChimp, you're going to find something that's very basic like this. You just want to put calendar events, June 1st through September 1st, whatever you have. So it's June, July, and August if you're planning ahead, you're thinking about it right now. But now, while I'm recording this, we have about 20 days left in the month. This would be something that you could put together and email out in a course of an afternoon. So just start listing them straight across, obviously in the order that the calendar events are going to say, so you aren't confusing everybody. But, if you do that, maybe a brief description, or just, first day of youth soccer, all fields in Methuen, and maybe put a little more detailed into it if you want. Like I said, you can give them as much information here or as little, but if you give them the dates, the times, and what's actually happening, if someone sees it's opening day of something, they can actually figure that out from themselves, but you're reminding them. But then on the bottom of the newsletter, that's where you want to put all your company information. You want to let them know if you have a spring special or something like that you're going on, or just your information, and please check us out on our Facebook page. And then you can also subscribe to this newsletter. There's always that in the newsletter. What to do with all these things? Okay, you put this newsletter page together. You have all your events in there. How you got to get it to someone? We talked to you how you got to get it, but all the emails in your contact list of your Gmail, your AOL, your Yahoo, your own company email, whatever you're going to use, you can import all those. There's an import feature into both of these email services, like I said, the Constant Contact and the MailChimp. Easy, something to do. It's free. It's going to hang around your customers for 3 months if they print it out or they save it, and your name's going to come up every time they look at it. And then they're going to be looking forward to the next one, and then they're going to be looking forward to the next one. So this is something you can actually touch base with them. Like I said, you can send something out. You're not asking anything. You're giving something to them. And then they'll start really looking forward to it. Anyways, I hope that freebie works. We're always looking for something that's a little different. First one in the neighborhood to have something like that, and also something to give to your customers, and it's to stay top of mind. I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach, also a painting contractor. If you want to reach out to me, my email is ron@dybcoach.com. You can find me on Facebook, as I told you many of you have. Love to talk to you either through chat or on the phone if that's easier. Once again, I help painters put money in their pockets and stay out of the bucket. So anyways, give it a shot. Let me know how it works out. I'll talk to you soon.